A very warm welcome to all the project managers who wish to earn the prestigious credential of PMP. I am Nitika, the Program Manager of all project management programs at Multisoft. Today's session is to provide you in-depth details on PMP certification. You will get to know its value and how it can be a door opener for many of you out there. We will talk about PMI, the parent body that provides the PMP credential, and how PMBOK, that is, the project management body of knowledge, has shaped the framework of project management globally. Then I will talk about the PMP exam, its pattern, and the exam fee. I will also share the detailed course outline for PMP exam preparation workshop. You will also see a sneak preview of one of the knowledge areas, that is project management process groups, to have a fair idea of the study material. Lastly, we will get to see of what all you can expect from the PMP exam preparation workshop at Multisoft in terms of learning resources, skills, and the ability to face the exam. Finally, I will summarize the session for you. To begin with, let us first find out some facts about PMP. PMP stands for Project Management Professional. It is a globally recognized certification and is awarded by PMI, which is the premium body for project management. PMP certification validates the fact that the certified professional has the experience, education, and competency to lead and direct projects. It is awarded to project management professionals who have at least 4,500 hours of project management experience and who have demonstrated their breadth of knowledge on project management and PMBOK by clearing the PMP written exam. This certification is valid for 3 years and one has to recertify after that. Now let's find out how this designation can bring a significant change in your career. PMP is a globally recognized credential. It is accepted and followed by the project management community internationally since it provides a common framework, that is the PMBOK. It is equally valued across all verticals and businesses. It validates your academic, professional, and personal competencies. It demonstrates that you have had substantial project management experience backed by intellectual abilities and also the fact that you are enthusiastic enough to learn and stay updated with the latest project management framework. It makes you recognized in your workplace and distinguishes you from other project managers who are not PMP certified. Once you are able to build a brand around yourself, your credibility increases automatically and the clients, whether new or old, are able to put more trust in you when your CV has a PMP prefix to it. With that new confidence, you are able to market yourself effectively. All of these put together work in your favor and you are able to attract more of local and global growth opportunities, which ultimately results in increased income and salary hikes. Now let's see what is PMI all about and how it achieves the status of the premium project management body. PMI stands for Project Management Institute. It was formed in 1969 with the sole aim of supporting and promoting the discipline of project management. PMI provides the project management body of knowledge, that is PMBOK, which is a collection of knowledge within the project management profession reflecting the current generally accepted practices. To promote the application of its project management framework, PMI offers comprehensive certifications for project managers such as PMP and Certified Associate in Project Management, that is CAPM. Since PMI is the finest project management body, PMI has received the prestigious ISO IEC 1702 accreditation from the International Organization for Standardization. And PMI happens to be the first professional project management association in the world to achieve this accreditation for its system of certifying personnel. Let's now understand how Multisoft and PMI collaborate. The present number of members of PMI is 3,041,900 and over 0.6 million people hold the PMP credential. If we talk about the association between PMI and Multisoft, Multisoft is a PMI registered education provider, which means that all the training and course material for PMP has been endorsed and authorized by PMI. Also, the training is imparted by a PMI member who is also a PMP certified trainer. Now let's talk in length about PMBOK, which is the Bible of project management. PMBOK is a guide to the project management body of knowledge and is a collection of knowledge within the profession of project management and reflects current generally accepted practices. It has seen many revisions over the years, and the current one is the 5th edition. This edition describes 47 processes that fall into 5 basic process groups and 10 knowledge areas that are typical of most projects. Now let's talk in detail about the 5 process groups that become the basis of project management as per the PMBOK. The first one is initiating, which defines all the process to define a new project or a new phase of an existing project. Next is planning, which establishes the scope of the project, refines the objectives, and defines the course of action required to attain the objectives of the project. Next is executing, which defines the processes performed to complete the work defined in the project management plan as per the project specifications. While executing, monitoring and controlling the project is important to keep a track and review the progress and performance of the project. When everything goes as per the plan and the processes defined in the previous process groups, it's time to close the project, that is to finalize all activities across all process groups to formally close the project or phase. In this infographic, you can see how various processes are distributed in these process groups and how they have evolved through various editions of PMBOK. The latest edition has 47 processes in all. All the processes defined in the process groups also belong to 10 knowledge areas described by PMBOK. Let's have a look at them now. The knowledge areas are mapped with the areas that is of relevance for project success. The success of the project depends on how we have met the scope, time, cost, and quality requirement. For achieving the scope, time, cost, and quality objectives, we need to have good teams, effective communication, adequate risk management, strategic procurement, and appropriate handling of stakeholders. This forms what the PMBOK calls the knowledge areas. The processes in these 9 knowledge areas are integrated in the project integration management. In this infographic, you can see how various processes are distributed in various knowledge areas and how they have evolved through the various editions of PMBOK. The latest edition has 47 processes in all. Moving on to the most crucial part of PMP is the exam itself. The PMP exam has 200 multiple choice questions which you have to attempt in the stipulated time of 4 hours. Of these 200 questions, 175 are scored questions. Each scored question carries 1 mark. There are 25 unscored questions as well, which are randomly placed pre-test questions. The questions are based on the 5 process groups, and PMI grades the exam on the basis of each process group and declares a candidate pass basis this grading. The following slide will show you the percentage of question based on each process group. The highest being the executing process with 30% of questions based on it, followed by monitoring and controlling and planning with 25% and 24% respectively. Initiating makes 13% of the total exam and closing is at 8%. Now take a look at the exam fee. You can choose to have a paper-based exam or a computer-based exam. The computer-based test is priced at $405 USD for a PMI member and $555 USD for a non-PMI member. The paper-based exam is priced at $250 USD for a member of PMI and $400 USD for a non-member. The membership fee of PMI is USD 129. You can also take a look at the other fee like re-examination and renewal of the credential. Now it's important to see who all can sit for the PMP exam. Project management professionals who only have a high school diploma would need 7,500 hours of project management experience as per PMBOK. However, the ones with bachelor's degree only need 4,500 hours of project management experience. Apart from this professional experience, you need to have a minimum of 32 contact hours of project management education, which will earn you 35 professional development units. You additionally need to sign a code of conduct. It's time to see what all is covered in the PMP exam preparation workshop at Multisoft. We shall start with introduction to PMP and PMI, followed by detailed study of the 5 project management process groups, and then each of the 10 knowledge areas in detail. Towards the end of the training, we will provide you guidance related to the exam, the pattern, and the tips to get through the exam. The next few slides are a sneak preview of the 5 project management process groups that I have been referring to. Project management processes ensure the effective flow of the project throughout its life cycle, and they are characterized by the inputs, the tools and techniques that can be applied, and the resulting outputs. The PMBOK describes 47 project management processes which are grouped together into 5 project management process groups, namely initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. The first process group is initiating, which includes processes to define a new project or new phase of an existing project by obtaining the authorization to start the project or phase. The processes in this group help to set the vision of the project or what is needed to be accomplished. There are 2 processes in this group. One is the Develop Project Charter, which is a part of Project Integration Management knowledge area, and the other one is Identify Stakeholders of the Project Stakeholder Management knowledge area. The next process group is Planning. This process group includes devising and maintaining a workable scheme to ensure that the project meets its scope, time, and cost goals as well as the organizational needs. All plan and documents can be formal or informal, generalized or detailed, depending upon the needs. Planning process group is most important, with over half of the 47 processes in this group. The next one is Executing. Processes in the Executing process group are performed to complete the work that is defined in the project management plan. This process group involves coordinating people and resources and managing stakeholder expectations as per the project management plan. Also, this process group involves maximum usage of resources from amongst all the process groups. Hence, a large portion of the project's budget is expended in performing the Executing process group processes. The Monitoring and Controlling process groups include processes required to track, review, and regulate the progress and performance of the project. It also includes identifying any new areas in which changes to the plan are required and initiating the corresponding changes. The key benefit of this process group is that project performance is observed and measured regularly to identify variances from the project management plan. The last one is the Closing process group. This consists of those processes performed to include all activities across all project management process groups to formally complete the project, phase, or contractual obligations. A typical set of processes is on the screen leading to the closing of the project. So, that was a sneak preview of one of the important topics in PMBOK. Next, I will explain you on how online training is delivered at Multisoft. When you register with us for PMP training, we will connect with you as per the pre-decided time and impart training for 32 hours in all. For the exact schedule and each session's duration, you can refer to the training calendar on the PMP Exam Preparation Workshop page. The training happens over Cisco WebEx. This is a secure web conferencing tool from Cisco that allows a real-time learning experience. Once you register with us, we send out event links to you wherein you log into a Multisoft WebEx, which allows two-way interaction between the student and the trainer through a webcam and voice chat. It is as good as a classroom since the whiteboard allows the trainer to transfer knowledge as done in a classroom. The share option lets the experts share files, videos, applications, and even desktops. With these 32 hours of training, you will earn 35 PDUs, that is, Professional Development Units, which is the prerequisite to sit for the PMP exam. Multisoft is the endorsed education provider, hence all the content and training material provided is endorsed and authorized by PMI, and the training is imparted by a PMI certified trainer. When you register with us, we provide you 24/7 access to an online resource center wherein, apart from accessing other training material, you can also attempt 10 assessments that test your knowledge and skills related to the 10 knowledge areas. To increase your confidence to sit in the PMP exam, we provide you 3 mock tests which are full-length tests similar to the PMP exam. Apart from these 2 valuable exam-oriented resources, you also get access to all related presentations, projects, and training videos. This is a sample of the online assessment which will test your knowledge on the various knowledge areas of PMP. All the questions will have 4 options, out of which you will have to select the correct one. At the end of the assessment, you will get the information on the correct answers and the reasoning for the correct answer based on the section or content in PMBOK. Now, to summarize about Multisoft PMP exam preparation workshop, you will get 32 hours of training which will suffice for the 35 PDUs, which is the prerequisite for the PMP exam. The program provides you 24/7 access to an online resource center wherein, apart from accessing other training material, you can also attempt 10 assessments that test your knowledge and skills related to the 10 knowledge areas. And to increase your confidence to sit in the PMP exam, we provide you 3 mock tests which are full-length tests similar to the PMP exam. You will be well equipped with the structure and knowledge of the PMBOK after you finish the course. And lastly, we will help you go through how to fill the PMP online application form and give you exam preparation tips for PMP to be able to ace the exam in the first attempt. This session was an attempt to give you in-depth detail about PMP training and certification. To enroll with us for the training or to post a query, please write to us at info@multisoftvirtualacademy.com.